Ready for the updates, Dan?
Yeah. Ready to see how rich you are, doggy? See how much nice steak you're gonna get the next month? Oh, he's excited. He's excited.
All right. What are we doing?
So it's the weekend. Just doing our little once a month kind of portfolio update. And I don't know, like we kind of talked about before, we already put money aside for this trip. So this is just kind of like the monthly managing of our portfolio, which will be money for, you know, maybe our next trip or our retirement. But we always kind of say, like, if you have like a really good run or things go really well, sometimes you can take a little money out and treat yourself too. It's part of the you got to take a little chips off the table sometimes if you're doing really well. And if you're not doing well and things just go down, then that's just kind of part of it. It's part of the roller coaster. You take the good with the bad and you just stay locked in for as long as you possibly can. Mm-hmm. Statistically, the longer you stay invested, the higher percentage chance that your money will go up. Mm-hmm. If you're investing in kind of like a diversified portfolio, which we have. So we have ETFs, we have individual stocks, which I talked about last time. Which is done through like a quantitative investing process, more actually hundreds of quantitative investing strategies that I kind of put all together and look at. And I won't go into it again in this video because we talked about it in the last video, but that's a portion of our portfolio goes in that. And then we also hold precious metals and crypto. So once a month, I just kind of do a little update, sometimes like a little rebalancing, sometimes, you know, buy and sell a few stocks in our quantitative strategy mostly, and usually the rest I just don't touch. Mm-hmm. But if you have like a crazy run in like gold or silver or crypto or something, sometimes you're like, oh, you know, I wanted a new surfboard, so maybe you'll sell a little bit of something just to treat yourself every once in a while. And yeah, so I don't know, we'll do the unveiling, I guess, because we talked about it in the last video. We said we were pretty much flat from January 1st till now, and despite having like a kind of roller coaster ride.
And I think the last video you're talking about is video 19 on our YouTube channel, if anyone's curious.
So if you want to go back and watch it, we can put a link in the description.
Okay.
As well. Why not?
Yeah.
Seems to be the thing to do.
Yeah. Should I cut this and then restart?
We're going to have a look. So going into this, like my expectations are kind of low.
Yes.
Because unfortunately a war has started.
Mm-hmm.
And that sucks for so many reasons, especially for the people of Iran and Israel and people in the United Arab Emirates and other countries that are kind of taken strays during this period, getting hit. Dubai has been hit a few times with drones and little missiles and stuff, and it's horrifying. There's tankers burning in the Strait of Hormuz right now. U.S. and Israel decided to take out the leader of Iran. It's just horrible, horrible. We've always been very against war. We absolutely hate that this is happening. It's frustrating. It's sad. Mm-hmm. And so most importantly, above anything, like, who cares really what our portfolio is doing? Like, that's obviously way bigger, and I don't know, just wanted to say that first. Mm-hmm. Anyways, because that's happening, oil prices have jacked up a ton. It's basically bad news for most investors. Usually every time a war starts, crypto seems to go down. Gold and silver usually go up. But I have seen just generally how gold and silver have done, and it's kind of flat since our last update, more or less. Crypto's actually up a little bit since our last update. It was like 67,000. It's like 70 or 71 right now. And gold and silver like pretty much flat. But I imagine gold miners are down because what do you use a lot of to mine gold and silver? Oil. So costs go up. Doesn't matter if gold and silver do well. Miners are probably down. I know we are invested in a few miners. So now we will have a look at how our portfolio did. So let's see. So just going through, the Russell 2000 is down 6.23%. S&P 500 down 2.85%. And the TSX 60 down 1.71%. Let me just refresh this really quick just to make sure these are accurate numbers. In the water portfolio, is down, unfortunately, 4.76%. So that's just a portion of our portfolio, but again, you combine that with the fact gold and silver are kind of flat, Bitcoin's up, we can kind of assume at this point that like our actual portfolio is going to be down. But how much? I guess we'll see. So, let's refresh this. Okay, so we are down collectively, Sandra and I, $4,570 from January 1st to today.
Which is March 15th.
Which is now March 15th. So March 13th would have been the Friday, the last trading day. So kind of a bummer, but also not really, because that's not really too bad at all things considered. So definitely not going to complain about that. And like I said, this is money that we're not touching. Generally, if I wasn't doing an update, I probably wouldn't even look during times like this. You kind of just have to take it in stride. So
we're in it for the long run.
We're in it for the long run. And so yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. And yeah, so what else? I guess that's pretty much our monthly kind of update. Nothing too extravagant compared to being like up 18K and then being down 18K, being down 4,500 just kind of feels like a kind of like a meh kind of moment. So I'm glad it's not worse. I obviously wish it was better. But one point I wanted to make. So for anyone who is getting into investing, it is just so, I can't stress this enough, it is so important to only invest in things that you actually believe in. If you don't believe in what you're investing in, at a moment like this, you're going to panic and you're going to go, oh my goodness, things are down, you know, I should sell. You know, I have this Bitcoin, I don't even know why I bought it. My friend told me to. I have no idea really what it is or why I'm invested in it, and it's down a whole bunch. You will probably sell it. Which is like the worst thing you can do. If you're selling when things are down,
you're realizing that loss.
Yeah, you're realizing that loss, and then you're getting excited when it's up, so you're buying when it's up. You're on this emotional roller coaster, which is essentially tracking the price, which means you're going to do exactly what you shouldn't be doing. When it's scary, and as Warren Buffett always says, you should be buying when people are scared and there's blood in the streets. People are panicking. That's when you should be like, I'm buying. And if you really believe in something, like, remember last month, Bitcoin was at 67,000. I was like, oh, I'll buy a little more. Well, now it's at 71,000. So I've, you know, taken a little gain on that.
You bought it at a discount.
Yeah, you bought it at a sweet discount. Now, right now, am I going to buy more of anything? I mean, not really. Like, silver's up at like $80-something, which is amazing. That seems high for me still compared to where it's been trading at the last like decade. Gold still over 5,000. I mean, I don't feel like I'm going to take any of my savings and put it in that. I could buy a little more Bitcoin maybe. I'm not planning on it because we kind of have a trip fund, and I don't see a point in taking any money out of that fund because I think we're going to be expanding our trip longer. So we need to stretch that money even longer than we were initially planning to. So I feel like I just kind of gotta just steady as she goes. There's really nothing to do in a moment like this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to continue to do my little update. I will post the results on Twitter. The Water 1 portfolio down 4.76. Let's see. So as of March 1st, the Water portfolio was still up 2.6%. So I'm guessing it is probably down on the year at this point. I don't know how to see that exactly. Oh, I see. I could do that. Oh, actually, no, it's still, the Water 1 portfolio is still up from the beginning of the year. It is up about 3%. So yeah, the Water 1 portfolio is actually up 3% from the start of the year till now.
Wow.
So that's pretty good. The Water 1 portfolio, that is. So that's really cool. I'm really happy to see that, honestly. And in a year where the S&P 500 is down on the year, let's see how that's doing year to date. I'll just check really quick here. So year to date, the S&P 500 is down 2.88%.
Wow.
So that's super impressive for the Water One portfolio to be up 3% in that same period. So since my mom only invests with me in the Water One portfolio, good job. You're crushing it. The Nasdaq's down 3.35 up to this point. Let's check the Russell year to date. The Russell year to date is flat, 0.17%. And the last thing we can check is the TSX 60. Toronto Exchange, let's see how they're doing on the year. They're up 1.51%. So Canada not doing so bad. And yeah, that's basically the update. I can't think of much else to talk about other than make sure you believe in what you're invested in. So at times like this where, things start happening and numbers go down, you're not panic selling. You gotta look at the long term. This is, most of these things I'm invested in, I will be invested in for the next 30 years. Like, I don't see myself selling any of it for a very, very long time. Like I said, sometimes you can shave a little off the top when you have an amazing run, but we've already talked about that. So I guess that's it for this little monthly investment update. And yeah, hopefully in a month from now, cooler heads prevail and we stop attacking countries and starting wars. I don't know what to say. It's freaking brutal. It sucks to get back from a camping trip where you're completely disconnected and be like, oh, wow, cool, a war has started. It's freaking brutal. So, anyways, just hope for some more peace and love in the world.
Amen.
Always. So that. Till next month.
So
we forgot to mention the few other things that we're heavily invested in. Bitcoin, for one. So from the start of the year till now, Bitcoin is down 19%. So that's pretty brutal. So that has really, hit us negatively this year. Gold is actually up from the start of the year to from now 15%. So that's been like our great counterbalancer. Like I said, the Water One portfolio is up. It's only up like 3% at this point. Gold is actually up 15%. And then silver year to date is up 5%. So thankfully, we've had so much gold and silver, which has really balanced out how badly Bitcoin has done. We also do hold Ethereum, which year to date is down 28%. We hold a lot less Ethereum than we hold Bitcoin, but we still have some. So that has just been a sufferfest. And I think that's it. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's pretty much the only other things we have. I also hold a basket of gold miners, which year to date is up 11.8%. So basically the gold miners, the gold and the silver, have been a great counterbalance to our crypto, and the Water One portfolio is also up a little bit. But as you can see, our portfolio is still actually down. I don't know what it is on percentage terms, but it's down $4,570. And that just goes to show kind of how much Bitcoin we do hold, that even with all these other things being up, that's still with our water portfolio being up. And then also we do hold ETFs for the S&P 500 in the NASDAQ and the TSX. So the TSX was up a little bit, but as you saw, both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 are down like around 3% each. So, and that's kind of where we land. So that means we are net negative year to date, but not by much. So that's pretty cool, all in all. So we'll see. Just wanted to give those final wrap up, just to kind of help understand all the things we hold and where that lands us at this point. So yeah, anyways, the journey continues. And here's where we are at as of March 16th. As you can see, the Water One portfolio that we're invested in had a little dip at the end there. But really not too bad. And let's hope things turn around. We'll update you in April.